Hey guys, and welcome to this little case study I've done for you guys. What I wanted to do today was really look at two of the major players in the e-commerce software as service realm. Today we're going to look at Shopify and Subbly. I'm going to compare and contrast certain things within each platform, tell you what you get out of the box within your subscription for each platform, talk a lot about the big features that you're going to want to know about before making an informed decision with regards to which platform to take forward for your own individual e-commerce. And we're going to discuss things like the website builder, page builder kind of process, how to add products of different types and styles, the marketing elements of the platforms, for instance, really important things that you're definitely going to want to use, like funnel systems, upsells, cross-sells, automation, cart abandonment, basically all the things that maximize your revenue per customer in an e-commerce platform. I also want to talk a little bit about the general ease of use of both of the platforms. If you as an entrepreneur or small, medium-sized business are coming to sell your products online this year, and you want really to get to market as fast and with as much impact as possible, what's the easiest system to do it with? And then the final thing I want to talk about is what you get for your money, which is a better value, which is a better feature set, the pros and cons of each of the individual platforms. So to give you a little bit of a history, I mean, I've worked in e-commerce for the last 15 years for clients all around the world. I instantly would rule out most of the e-commerce platforms like Squarespace, Wix, Magento. WordPress is a good option, but not software as service. Software as service is really an ecosystem where you can build everything you need in one place without the need to go and kind of, bolt in things that may or may not work, or get a developer to kind of custom do this, that, and the other. These systems are designed for ease of use, for maximum reach and scalability. And as such, it's a really important feature to look at. How easy is it for the average entrepreneur to get started fast with impact with each of these platforms? Now, the reason I've chosen each of these platforms is that there is some overlap between them. You can sell products individually, you can sell subscriptions, they're e-commerce, you can bolt in your payment portals and that kind of thing. So they kind of come from flip sides of the same coin. E-commerce is its core, but one started as transactional and kind of moved and expanded out, being Shopify. The other has started as subscription first, but also has the facility where you can sell products direct from your website. So those overlaps, those differentiators are going to be really important in your decision making moving forward. So without further ado, let's get stuck in. I'm going to start out with things like the onboarding experience, then move into the website builder, talk about adding products and so on and so forth. So let's get started, guys. All right, out of the gate, when you sign up for your subscription with Shopify or Subbly, you'll be met with 3 or 4 different subscription plans. I chose the $79 plan in both platforms, really to give it as much of an apples to apples comparison as we could get out of this, because the systems themselves are quite different in many ways. Now, the onboarding experience when you set up your account is exceptional in both instances. I'll give them both a 9 out of 10. They take you through like a setup wizard, where you're coming from, what you want to sell, how many employees you have, that kind of thing, depending on the system you choose. And they're both excellent. They take you through the process. It's a seamless process. Very, very nice. 9 out of 10, no questions asked. Now, component 2, you get shot into the dashboard for each system. The dashboards are relatively similarly laid out. You've got your navigation down the left-hand side in both cases. You've got different options in there, things like products, the website, automations and that kind of thing, your account summary, all that stuff. It's all there in both platforms, which is really good for user flow, user experience, user interface. And then when you delve into one of the biggest components you're going to look at, which is the website builder, this is where the biggest differentiator happened for me in the process of setting up, in the interest of this case study, a skincare line of products. Now, when I clicked into the website builder for Shopify, simple setup. You can go in and choose a free theme, install it. Very, very easy. I love that. Very, very fluid process. There's also an expansive network of premium paid themes that you get access to within the Shopify marketplace. Now, those themes are not cheap. A lot of them are up around the $300, $400 mark. I thought, see a demo, install the demo, pay your $300 or whatever it is. I'm going to get this out of the box website that is going to be as polished as the demo was. Honestly, it was the most disappointing part of the Shopify process. Thought, this looks great, this will match in with my kind of skincare theme, it's got aesthetics that will work. I know what I see in front of me, so I can swap out the content with my own stuff and make it look exactly as I see it, but tailored for my brand. That's the quickest way to market in terms of building a website, guaranteed. Now, the problem arose in that Shopify gives you zero of the demo content in that theme demo, which to me was a huge disappointment. I was kind of shocked. I thought by this stage they would offer that. Historically, platforms like WordPress and theme developers for WordPress couldn't offer the stock imagery that you get in the demo, and then gradually they figured out ways to do that, and it happened, and it makes it so much easier for the average person to build a website. So I was really disappointed that Shopify, especially with a premium theme, $320, couldn't even offer that. By contrast, Subbly has a much more streamlined theme marketplace, and they're all free. They're all within your subscription price. Now, that has pros and cons. You don't get access to 300, 500, 1,000 different themes that you can choose from. That's the downside of the Subbly system. But their actual process for setup of the theme is much easier, because you just click, yes, I want this demo. It builds it in the background for you, pushes all the content into place, and there you've got a system where you can just swap out content. Now, as you delve in then, you choose your theme. What are the website builders themselves and the page builders themselves like for each individual platform? Well, for Shopify, it's pretty much, you kind of get a fairly rigid system. You get a menu down the left side of all the different component parts of the page that you're editing. You click on one of those and it takes you into the visual area in the middle of the screen, and you can edit it over at the right. Now, that's great for user flow. I found some glitches with it, some issues. I scroll down the left-hand side, my cursor would kind of hover over a certain point, and automatically the builder would kind of scroll to that point, which I didn't necessarily want. Secondarily, there is no drag and drop editor. There is no padding option, change padding on a screen for, making a button wider, or the title to appear taller or higher on the page, anything like that. You get little tiles of content. You can't just drag and drop them and save them at different sizes. So it's very, very restrictive out of the box. Now, as I understand it, Shopify, you can get page builders, which you pay for. Again, that's just like the themes. That's going to be an added expense if you want that facility. So that would add that facility, which is great, but you're paying more for it. It doesn't seem quite right for a system that's already costing you a lot of money out of the box. With the Subbly website builder, you get a much more modern style of website builder. You get a drag and drop page builder. You can adjust padding on a page. You can change the size of every piece of text on the page. That's a kind of pro and con, because sometimes you want a title to just push site wide, certain size or font. You have to do it manually within Subbly. In Shopify, it automatically propagates live across the website. Pro and con there, it depends on what you really want. If you want uniformity, then the Shopify system is kind of better for that. If you want control, the Subbly system is much, much better. And I would definitely say much easier to use for the average business person just trying to build a really nice, clean website out of the box without much effort. If I had to rate them, I would say website builder for Shopify, 4 out of 10. Very cumbersome, poor, no drag and drop, no ability to customize a lot of the different elements, and a lot of back and forth between different components just to try and change something. On the other hand, Subbly, I'd probably give a 7.5 to 8 out of 10. Very easy system to use, nice drag and drop editor, a couple of little things to do with menu organizations, which I think could be cleaned up and made a little bit better over time, and surely they will do that. All right, so next, adding products in each of the individual systems. Very, very simple in both. You go in, add a product, title, description, product images, pricing, variations, right? Very, very simple setup. The problem I found came when I wanted to add a subscription box product. In Shopify, that's not even an option in its base system. You have to get a plugin or another application, which is going to cost maybe $30, $40 per month just to add a subscription recurring revenue type product, which to me seems crazy, because most businesses should be running some sort of option for subscription products for that recurring revenue. So I was again a little bit dumbfounded that, just like with the theme, it doesn't really give you what it should out of the box. You're having to pay more and more and more depending on the functionality. With Subbly, I found very nice setup. You can have one-time products, so kind of transactional. You can have subscription products, you can have membership products. There's a little bit more flexibility within the system out of the box for your $79 per month. So I would have to say, functionality wise, Shopify probably 5 out of 10. Like, why they don't offer subscription products out of the box, I have no idea. Subbly has all of them, which is great. With a lot of the marketing things that you're going to need, funnels, upsells, cross-sells, cart abandonment. Once again, the tail is the same within Shopify. If you want any of that functionality, pretty much, you've got to pay for an external app, and that can cost anywhere from $10, $20, $30 a month up into the hundreds, because some of the apps in the App Store actually charge you based on your success. So that's a little bit of a kind of tricky thing to navigate. Which is the best value? How do you get there? I want to create an upsell, cross-sell process. I'm going to need an app to do that. In Shopify, it's already in the system in Subbly. So again, for ease of use, I would give Subbly probably a 9 out of 10 in that regard, with regards to funnel systems and upsells, cross-sells, and the ability to do that. Shopify, you're paying more. You do get good apps, so that's great. I would probably give it a 6 out of 10, just out of the box on your membership for $79. You don't get a lot of the functionality that you really need as an e-commerce brand, which is frustrating and time consuming, because then you've got to go and research all the individual apps that offer a specific functionality and buy into those apps. So instead of your $79, you've now added on potentially a premium theme at $300. You're adding on a monthly subscription for cross-sells, upsells, funnel systems, cart abandonment. Now you're into $300, $400 a month plus your theme. It's starting to add up within Shopify, even though you're getting that really solid functionality as well. This is probably the biggest aha moment I had for myself when I was building out the website, is looking at Subbly and just conceiving how much you get for your monthly fee in terms of what you get and what they thought of for you as an e-commerce brand out of the box is really kind of exceptional. You've got a funnel system, you can do member surveys, you can set up automations, which, somebody abandons the cart, sends them an email. Somebody gets their product renewed, sends them an email. Somebody's card expires, sends them an email. It's all thought of within your $79 per month plan. So in terms of what you get for your money, there's absolutely no question. Subbly, you get an awful lot more out of the box for your subscription price, whether it's the $79 per month plan or one of the other plans you would pick. The pro to Shopify is that you get access to hundreds of different applications. The downside of that is you got to spend time researching that and money buying into the chosen product that you want, and then there's another setup process on top of that, because you have to go through the app, set it up, hook it into the system. With Subbly, there is none of that. So that kind of leads me into my ease of use. There is no comparison here. Subbly is so much easier to use out of the box, from the website builder being a drag and drop editor, page builder, to the product setup all being in one place, funnels, automations, upsells, cross-sells, cart abandonment. It's all in the system. You don't even need to think, I need another app for that. It's all pretty much thought of. So ease of use, Subbly gets a 10 out of 10 in my book from the ground up. Shopify, really 5 out of 10, just because there are so many back and forth processes. I go to add an app, I add the app, then I go to use the app, it tells me I need to enable the app, I have to go back, enable it, then go into the app, then set it up. There's a lot of work involved for the average layperson when they come into the system. I think if I had to rate each system overall, taking everything from page builder, product edition, app availability, theme availability, ease of use, feature sets, functionality, if I had to put them all together, I would probably give Shopify a 7 out of 10 and then give Subbly probably a 9 out of 10 overall. So to me, which is a better system, depends on what you need it for. If you want straight e-commerce, transactional e-commerce, Shopify is a great system with expansive functionality. If you want subscription first with the ability to sell one-time products, transactional e-commerce, and really easily and quickly get to market, Subbly is a 9 out of 10. It's a no-brainer. Go for that. If I was building a website today, just through ease of use alone and the ability to have features at my fingertips from day one, I would choose Subbly 9 times out of 10, unless I was purely looking for a transactional e-commerce website that was focused on the store and potentially some added functionality that we couldn't get within Subbly. So that's the thing that you need to kind of bear in mind. If you're starting a subscription first business, there really is no question. Subbly is the platform to go for. I've used tens of different platforms across the last 12, 13 years doing subscription first businesses. Nothing has compared to Subbly in terms of the features you get. Shopify is possibly going to be better for a straight transactional e-commerce platform if that's what your business is. So guys, hopefully that was of help. Do let me know if you have any questions. Always here to help you. And meantime, thank you for watching. Make sure you hit that like button if you did. And meantime, have a great day. Take care of yourselves. All the best.